Glad to have you all back on my channel. Thank you so much for always visiting my channel. Please, if you are not subscribed, we encourage you to please subscribe to our channel so that you will always be notified whenever we upload new videos. Today we will be talking about angle, still on angle. In our previous video that was uploaded, we talked about some of the things that we need to know under angle. And in our class today, we'll be building on what we learned in our last video that I uploaded. Today we'll be talking about some angles. There are different types of angles. In that video, we talked about angle on a straight line, yes, vertically opposite angle. But apart from that, there are still other things that we need to know under this angle. One of them is this: a right angle. What's a right angle? A right angle, that is the first one. A right angle is an angle that has one of its angle as what? As 90 degrees. A right angle is an angle that one of its angle is what? 90 degrees, like this. So this is one of the first angle that we'll be talking about today, a right angle. A right angle is an angle that has one of its angle as what? As 90 degrees. Then we have another type of angle again that is called an acute. An acute angle. This is what? A right angle. Now we have an acute angle. What's an acute angle? An acute angle is an angle that is less than 90 degrees. We have an angle like this. This angle x degree there is what? Is an acute angle because it's less than 90 degrees. 90 degrees is somewhere around here. Okay, this. So an angle that is less than 90 degrees is called an acute angle. It's very important for us to know the different types of angle because in exam or test, questions can arrive and then I say, oh, what is an acute angle? What is a right angle triangle? A right angle. You should be able to know what a right angle is and what an acute angle actually is too. So an acute angle is an angle that is less than what? 90 degrees. Now, what about what we now call an angle that is greater than 90 degrees? For instance, you have an angle like this. An angle like this. Let's call this y degree. This y degree now, this angle. What we call this type of angle? An angle that is greater than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees is called what? Is called an obtuse angle. So this is what? An obtuse what? Obtuse angle. So an obtuse angle is an angle that is what? That is greater than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees. So what have we talked about? I've talked about three types of angle. One, a right angle, an acute angle, then an obtuse angle. Now the next type of angle that I will be talking about now is the angle that is now greater than 90, greater than 180, but this time less than 360 degrees. How do you know such angle? Like this. For instance, we have an angle like this. This angle here, let's call it Z. This angle like this. What do we call this angle? What is the name given to this angle? If you look at this angle is what? Is greater than 180 degrees because 180 degrees around this line. That is some of what? Angle of what? On a straight line. Yeah, we talked about that on our previous video that we uploaded. A straight line, some of angle on a straight line is equals to what? Is equals to what? 180 degrees. So now an angle that is greater than 180 degrees but less than 360 degrees. But less than 360 degrees is called what? Is called a reflex. This is called what? A reflex. A reflex. A reflex. A reflex angle. An angle that is what? That is greater than 180, okay, is greater than 180 degree but less than 360 degree, is called what? A reflex angle. Again, what we talked about, we have identified 4 types of angle. The first one be what? A right angle. That is an angle with 90 degrees. Next one is an acute angle. An acute angle is an angle that is less than 90 degrees. The next one was, we talked about obtuse angle. An obtuse angle is an angle that is greater than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees. And then the one we just talked about now, a reflex angle. A reflex angle is an angle that is greater than 180 degrees but less than 360 degrees. These are the types of angle we have. Now we have another type of angle again that we will call now a complementary angle. Complementary angle. Complementary angle. Now, what is a complementary angle? We'll talk about complementary. Complementary. What comes to your mind? Like two things coming together. Complementary angles are angles that are what? That each sum is equals to what? 90 degrees. A complementary angle is an angle that what? That each sum is equals to what? 90 degrees. For instance, I have this. A, B. The addition of A and B is equals to what? 90 degrees. So what do we call this? We call this what? Supplementary angle. Supplementary angles are angles that add up to give us what? 90 degrees. That means A plus B is equals to what? 90 degrees. A and B are called complementary angle. Both of them are complementing each other. So they are complementary what? Angles. Now, apart from complementary angles, now we have another angle that is called supplementary. This time, supplementary angle. Supplementary angles. Now, supplementary angles are angles that when added together, instead of giving us 90 degrees this time, they give us what? 180 degrees. So when two angles are added together and the sum is equals to 180 degrees, such angles are referred to as what? As a supplementary angles. We've seen this in an exam whereby you'll be asked, okay, an angle that's two angles added together to give us 180 degrees is called what angle? Simple. It's called a supplementary angle. For instance, you have something like this. You know, we have this, and then maybe we have, let's say, x and y. X plus y is equals to what? 180 degrees. We call xy a what? A supplementary what? Angle. Reason because when I add x and y together, my answer is equals to what? 180. So these angles that have been mentioned here, along with the other one that is mentioned in our previous video that we uploaded, which are what? Straight angle or sum of angle on a straight line, is also a type of angle. Sum of angle on a straight line, okay, which is what? 180 degrees. We talked about that in that video. Please do well to visit that video, watch that video over and over again, as also form another basis again, another part of the introduction to what? To angles. You will benefit maximally from it. Please watch out for the next video, as you'll be seeing how we will be talking about other type of angle and how we can answer questions relating to what? To angles in our next video. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.